Man, I tell you, I am sick of these stupid gas containers and filling up all of these off-road vehicles. I have tried hose benders, I've tried funnels, I've tried these types of nozzles, these are the ones that come with it, those ventless ones. These ones the same. I hate them all. So, you know, you guys might not have the same vehicles I do, but if you fill up your ATVs, UTVs, lawn mowers, you name it, or you know, you're a farmer and you do tractors, I got a Bobcat toolcat there with diesel, or if you're in construction or industrial, whatever, you know the hassles of filling up with these 5-gallon jugs, of either holding them or dealing with the vent. You know, this one doesn't come with the vent, so you can screw a hole in it and plug it, and then it leaks everywhere. All right, so I really need a solution, and I think I know just what I'm gonna do. Ready? 1, 2, 3, boom! All right, look at this here, guys. So these are my new Flo-Fast containers, and these are, you know, utility jugs technically because of the CARB and, you know, EPA regulations about containers. So most of these I have here are larger than 10 gallons. These are 10.5 gallon yellow ones. Have a 15-gallon red one. Then I have a 7.5 gallon blue one and a 5-gallon white one. Now, the other cool thing about these guys is the bottoms of these smaller ones, like the 5-gallon one, they have a hole in the, recess in there, and they're designed to be stackable. So these are the only ones I know of that you can stack on top of each other. And now it's supposed to be the like, you know, so the 5-gallon on top of 5-gallon, that kind of thing. But it does stack on top of the 7.5 as well. So that saves you some space. But what's really incredible about these guys is the quality. You know, I will say they are more expensive than all my other ones that I had out here. But, you know, just things like the vent is metal to metal vent, and, you know, it's actually molded into the jug there with an insert. And then this is much thicker than those other ones that I have that are thin and flimsy. On top of that, they have carts for it, and I must say these carts, you know, this has almost 20 gallons of fuel in it here, but this cart is really sturdy, and it's all American made. So that's what I like about it. And then obviously here I have a pump, so I can take this, and with that pump I can get in there. You know, I have problems with both my Bobcat toolcat, that diesel, you can't get a jug in there well, and then the mower here, this big Toro mower, the fill plug is up on top of that hood in the back, so it's really hard to get the jugs in there. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to fill up that mower with some diesel right now, and then you know, you can check out their other stuff from Flo-Fast. You know, they did send me some of this stuff here, so I can show it and use it. It's got built-in grips in the bottom here. So I mean, this is a 15-gallon one, so I'm not sure if I could really pick that out. That would be, what's that, like 70-80 pounds of weight. So that's a lot of weight, but that's where, you know, they make the smaller ones which are more usable, and then the carts that obviously help to tote it around. So let me show you this pump. It works in any of these containers. It has an adjustable you know, pickup tube that goes in there, and they even make a one for a barrel. So this one is another extension piece, so it can go down there, and then this is a standard barrel thread, so you can use that pump in a 55-gallon barrel, and you can do other things besides, you know, gas and diesel. Anything that's really, you know, liquid, the, you know, water, oils, that kind of stuff, this can pretty much do it. So let me hook it up to my mower here and show you how that pump works. It's a pump and a suction, so you can actually take fluid out of wherever that yellow tube is and put it back into your container. So very versatile tool. So let's go over there and see what it does. All right, let's pop off this top here. You can see it's a vertical thing, so it's really hard to get in there. Now, this has a couple features to it. You know, they really do think it out. They have these straps here so you can keep hold of it. It has a little plug for the tube so you don't get any kind of contaminants in there. And then it has this little clamp to keep it clamped in. So you can put it in there, just slide it back on the tube, and then you can clamp it on there just so keep it from popping out. Now this guy can rotate, which is really nice relative to the cap. And then so let me open up the vent here. And then this is a dry pump right now, so it hasn't been primed or anything. And you rotate it clockwise to discharge material, and then you rotate it counterclockwise to suck material in. There's also a ground strap here that really, if you want to be safe, you can put this on something metal on here. All right, so now this can pump 8 gallons per minute, so that's pretty quick. So I'm just gonna go in here and just do some clockwise pump. There it goes. So it's very easy, it's not a lot of high effort. And it just pumps it right in, so it is quite fast. They say you can do 60 revolutions per minute is the peak speed, so that's like 1 a second, right? So I'm not going to pump that fast, but this is plenty good here. So if you're watching that container here, you can see this was about 8 or 9 gallons in there. I've gone through half of it now. That's all I actually want to put in there, but I could keep going. So now I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to let this this fluid flow out of here. So now that I have that, I'm going to just back it up a little bit, and that will take all this fluid out. And then to keep it clean, you can just put this little plug in there, and then it won't drip anywhere. All right. Put my little strap on. All right, there we go. So that guy's done. Like I said, I can use that same pump in any of these other guys. And then I can also use it to extract it. So I have an old pickup truck that I probably might actually want to pump the fuel out of it. So I can just take it and put it right into that 15 gallon by going backwards. So this stuff is pretty neat. Alright, so the other thing worth mentioning is this little aluminum pipe at the end of the tube is really good for a standard street vehicle that have the little flap in the gas fill port. So that's small enough, it's the right size to poke in there and open it up for you. That's the other thing I've had problems with using like tubes on my other ones, is you can't get in there. So that's good for that. Container wise, definitely the 10.5 gallon is about the biggest that I like to carry around by myself. 5 gallons are easy. This guy here has about 8 or 9 gallons, and I can pick it up. It has the handles at the bottom, so I can pick it up and lift it into the back of a truck or whatnot, but it's heavy. And so it's not something you would want to go to like a 15 gallon. So the 15 gallon for sure, you'd want 2 people to pick up or not. But this cart also, it can handle up to 2 of these 10.5 gallons, but you can also put that 15 gallon on there. It comes with another set of these little bars that grab around it, so you can do that for this. And then I've done some auto racing in the past, and that's another thing that I think these things are great for. We used to have to take those, and the fuel cell was back in the trunk and it was kind of forward, and so it was a real pain to get your race gas into there. This is something that would have fixed that problem from the get-go. So Something to consider. You know, they're high quality, they're American made. All right, so I am excited to have these now and to be able to fill up my stuff with these. It's going to make my life much easier to keep all these vehicles topped off and ready to go. So thanks for watching. If you like my stuff, you know, always like and subscribe. Liking that video button really helps the video and myself get out there to others, because YouTube won't share the video unless people like it. So hit that like button for me down below, and then I'm gonna give some updates on these guys as I keep using them, to let you know what I run into, what other uses I find for them. So stay tuned and find out more. If there's something you want to see specifically about these, or have a question, put a comment in below, and I do read those and I do answer them. Thanks.